Question 25, last question. Some red counters, some white counters in a bag. At the start, 7 of the counters are red, the rest of the counters are white. Alfie takes at random a counter from the bag. He does not put it back. That's quite important. He's not putting it back. Alfie takes at random another counter from the bag, so he's taking 2. Probability the first counter Alfie takes is white, so he's got a white, and the second counter he takes is red, so he's doing a white, then a red, and that gives him probability of 21 over 80. Work out the number of white counters in the bag. Right, well, we don't know the white counters, so it's the number of whites. I think we know the number of reds, 7. So white over white plus 7. That will give us the probability of picking a white one on the first pick. Now, probability of getting a red on the second would be 7. There's still 7 red counters. But this time we've just got the white plus 6 because we've got one less in there. And that is all equal to 21 over 80. So, we've now got an equation with W's. So we've got 7W. Multiply this out, so we get W squared. Then we've got 13W plus 42, and that is all equal to 21 over 80. We can now cross multiply, so 80 times the 7W, which gives us 560 W, and we're going to have some big numbers here, and then we're going to multiply this by 21, so we end up with 21W squared plus 13 times 21, which is, again, luckily it's a calculator paper, 273W, and then 42 times 21, which is 882. So we're beginning to form a quadratic equation. Needs to be equal to 0 before we can start solving it. So we need to take away the 560, which gives us minus 287W plus 882. Now we need to solve it. So we can either factorise or we could use the formula. So it's going to give us a whole number, but nothing springs to mind, so let's use the formula. We've got minus b, so that's 287 plus or minus the square root. And it's best to write it all out because then we will get some marks showing our working. So it's b squared minus 4 times a times c, and that's all divided by, we can put x equals actually here, all divided by 2a, which is 42. So you can type it into your calculator and actually you get 2 answers. So when you add them, you get x equals 9, and when you take the square root away, you get 4 and 2/3. So actually you can't have 4 and 2/3 counters, so it must be, the answer must be 9. So we've got 9 white counters. If you want to go back and check it, you can, because then you've got 9 over, we've got a total of 16 times by 7, and this time we've got a total of, so we've got 9 add 6, it's 15, and then that will simplify down to 21 over 80. Okay, 9 marks. No, 5 marks. Answer's 9.